All right, ladies and gents, here we are, the long-awaited quarterfinals on the C server. We have Faith versus VOR. On the left-hand side there with Alpha, we have Faith with 2 Ohios, 1 Des Moines, a Worcester, a Mosfar, Stalingrad, Gearing, Marceau, and interestingly enough, a Z52. On the Bravo team, we have Montana, Ohio, double Des Moines, Mosfar, double Marceau, a Z52 as well, and a Herugamo.
Really even looking teams.
Very, very even. Obviously, Monty, Ohio, and then Des Moines versus a Worcester, their exchange. Otherwise, not too bad. Obviously, we can see there is one more destroyer on the Bravo team to Alpha. Looks like we're going to see an interesting split right now. We'll see a Des Moines, Mosfar, Ohio, head over to the right-hand side right now with the Marceau. Z52 going straight for Bravo. Stalingrad, Ohio, and Gearing on the Alpha side heading straight down towards that Charlie cap. What's going on over on the Bravo there, Major?
All right, so we've got the Hagmu, Des Moines, and Ohio making a beeline for the A cap. The 2 Marceaus and the Montana appear to be heading C cap way. And going straight up the guts is a Z52 and Des Moines.
Yeah, I think this Z52 is going to go straight into Bravo here. They're going to be met with power towards each other right now. This will be interesting.
It will.
VOR looks like it's going to be in there first.
Yeah, VOR is making some good ground. Looks like he's going to try the turnaround. Looks like he's deciding whether he's going to try. Heading closer to the island there, probably. Yep, there he is. There's the turn. Which is going to allow Faith to be able to jump in first.
Get in there first. That's fine, though. He's going to go straight forward. He's going to get caught out.
The VOR Z52 seen the cap started and is continuing with the back end procedure.
There he goes. Z52 is looking like he will be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, with those torps out by the Faith the Faith Z52. It could force this VOR Z52 not to go into cap.
Meanwhile, it looks like we will see the cappage, or the capture, I should say, of Charlie from VOR. VOR dropping some torps down towards the Gearing right now. The Gearing moving forward into Charlie. Charlie, it does look like, again, that Gearing's so great for the the smoke train and the smoke concealment for the Worcester there. Ohio will probably sneak into there as well to push into Charlie, contest it. However, the Marceaus, the double DD Marceau hunt squad is going to be dropping some torpedoes down there, which the Worcester really has to watch out for.
Yeah, the Worcester is really in line for at least that first couple of salvos. Here we go. The Worcester has seen the torpedoes, made a turn, but unfortunately the torpedoes ran out of steam.
I'm fairly positive I saw some brown stuff coming out of the back right-hand side there of the Worcester.
Back on the B cap, the VOR Z52 has managed just to make it inside the outside of the cap. That makes sense somehow. And is halfway through taking that one. Whilst the Marceau for the Faith team has snuck into the A cap.
Z52 is holding fast there. Backing up, pushing forward. Mosfar now being spotted. He is pushing back. We do see this angle right here all the time. Mosfar now dropping a radar to make sure that Herugamo, all the Des Moines, not going to push around and flank him right now.
Taking shots from the Des Moines in the center there. He might not keep that position. Over on the sea cap, the gearing managing to get a butt in on the cap and sneak that one away from the two Marceaus. The two Marceaus just hiding behind a rock there, just waiting to see how things pan out. Looks like they're actually splitting the kill team now. One of the Marceaus for VOR sneaking back into the C cap to take that one, while the other one looks like he's heading over to the B cap to assist with the Z52.
Interestingly enough, you can have a look at the Ohio from the VOR team here, backing up all the way. Look at him go. He is really showing his rear end to the opposition team. He does have to watch around for that Marceau push right now. Mosfer dropping some radars. This is looking pretty good for Faith right now. However, VOR VOR likes to claw their way back into it. Dobby, mate, the rap god here. As you can see right now, Charlie's being capped by that gearing and then contested by the Marceau now in order to get it back, which will mean VOR potentially get Charlie and have two caps. At the moment, it's one cap apiece as far as monetary value and points is concerned.
Yep, VOR slightly ahead on the cap points according to my screen, but that could all change with losing a ship.
Z52 has to watch out for these torps right now. He might take one. He's got to angle off right now. Oh, he's got himself in a pretty bad spot.
Ooh, he's going to
be
start
thinking
thinking
skinny. He's going to be all right. There we go. It's like he knew.
Got to admit, the way some of these guys play, they've definitely got a sixth sense for what's coming at them.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, well, what is it? Like, you know, if you're playing in this high level, you kind of know what the opposition team's going to do, because if you were in their shoes, you'd be doing the same thing, right?
Well, that's true.
And I think that's kind of the reason why VOR is so good, is because they do the unexpected. And even when you expect it sometimes, then they do the expected. It's like, what do you want from us? As you can see right now, Z52 is being spotted by that radar. He's going to take a few rounds. He's going to back up. He is on fire, pushing out of the cap right now. The VOR team really wants to hold this Bravo cap.
Yeah, that Z52 on the VOR team is really doing the hard yards there, getting in and out of the cap, taking it back whenever it does get contested. On the C cap. Oh, sorry, carry on.
No, you go, mate. You go. After you.
I was going to say on the Z cap, classic noun in the VOR Mersey is doing the hard yards as well, trying to take back the C cap that they once owned, or at least stop the numbers from ticking over there.
Yeah, you'll see Fur Whitey Dong, he's going to be starting to back up, or correction, push forward into Charlie. They really want Charlie. They don't want them to be able to accrue any points. They're going to start to be aggressive right now. I think Faith's going to have to make a move. VOR does have the slight upper hand. If they push to this Marceau on this Des Moines, down towards the Des Moines here, Asphodelis, he will potentially have to push back into that Ohio, which at the moment, the Ohio is just kind of holding back in order to kind of scare them away from a large-scale push. The Z52 Cash over there is just holding fast outside of Bravo. The Mosfer right now is looking like he's going to get a few rounds from the Harugamo. The Harugamo's impact of those HE rounds is phenomenal. Look at the amount of rain coming down, albeit they aren't actually hitting anything. But yeah, I love seeing just the sky lit up. Look at that. What a sight. He's readjusted. We'll have a couple on the Mosfer right now. The Mosfer has slowed down.
Over on the C cap, the Faith Worcester under a massive barrage of torpedoes. Again, more brown stuff coming out the back of that boat.
Let's just hope it's
two
not another leak.
Yeah, exactly. Digital Peter will be up them. Two Marceaus are really laying fire into that Faith at Worcester.
Yeah, that Worcester is Getting out of there, though, this is the thing. See how VOR's pushed them back? They've forced the pushback now, which means Charlie is basically uncontested. Bravo's been a bit of a stalemate, but the Z52, Renegade just holding there, literally taking no damage, which means he does have the upper hand versus Cash. They're not going to go force the rush here. I mean, I must say, VOR is so good at this regimented approach when they know when to hold them, and they know when to fold them. They know when to push, they know when to hold back, and they're not, I guess, too emotional. I see sometimes teams get very emotional when they start losing. It's like, well, it's my time. I'm the hero. I can push this and I can win this. VOR is quite good by holding back here. And yes, you can probably tell I'm a bit of a VOR fanboy at the moment.
Nah, they're doing good.
Faith, though, don't discount them.
Faith have done very well to at least keep the amount of health points that they've got, especially under the massive barrages like the Des Moines and the Hagmu here, just laying down fire on the Moskva, and he's just shrugging it off. BCAP being heavily contested, Faith chucking everything they've got left. The Z52 on the Faith team is very low in health. The Ohio and the Moskva, everyone chucking in on the BCAP, trying to clear it out and gain some more points. The Faith gearing doing the smokes, the smoke
massive
trail
shot from
again.
Marceau here. Sorry, mate, to cut you off. Marceau, VOR, Book, he's taking some big rounds. We might see our first ship lost here. I didn't think it was going to be the Marceau from VOR, but by the looks of things, it will be. There he goes.
Ouch.
That's the first ship death, and that's 11.5 minutes in total into this game thus far.
Which is almost clear, equalized the overall game points. So let's hope that ship loss doesn't affect VOR too much. They shrug it off and chuck even more firepower downrange.
Ooh, Renegade does have to watch out right now, backing up too much. It's like he already knows that radar has been dropped right now by the Moskva. The Moskva is targeting that Z52. Correction, disregard. He is targeting that Z52. You can see those torpedoes coming down range. Renegade has avoided those torpedoes, luckily enough. That Z52, the name of Cash at the back there, running. The Moskva taking a lot of rounds, though. The Moskva is on fire. He hasn't DCP'd. Does he have a DCP ready?
Moskva with the radar running, slowly moving back.
The fire is dwindling him down. He does have two. He goes the one at the front. But I don't think it's going to be enough.
Hagmu and the Des Moines jumping in on that attack as well. That Moskva is not long for this world.
There he goes. Almost on cue. That's one apiece now, ladies and gentlemen. This is where Faith will make their name and they'll stake their claim. Looks like the Marceau is going to be pushing rearwards into Charlie. The gearing, though, the Marceau is isolated classic now at the moment. Montana got rounds on the Stalingrad. Stalingrad just took a massive amount of damage, about 15k in total from the Monty. Marceau now allowing them to have Charlie. There is a 3-minute win timer for the Alpha team, that of Faith, ladies and gentlemen. So Faith have crawled this back. It's 2 ships lost to 1, 284k to 264k in HP. Remembering that there is a 1 extra destroyer on the Bravo team.
Yep. VOR lost a destroyer, so they took a cruiser in return. Unfortunately, they've also now lost a cruiser, so let's see what they take in return for that. Over on the A cap, the VOR Des Moines pushing into the A cap, and looks like the VOR Ohio is going to start pushing around on that Des Moines from Faith. So that's either going to push the Faith Des Moines forwards into fire from the Ohio, or rearwards into fire from the VOR Des Moines.
Yeah, the Des Moines from Faith is taking a lot of rounds right now from VOR. They have 1 minute and 48 seconds to live. Looks like the Ohio's making a make or break style move. There we go. Fourth Chronicles is in right now. He's been waiting at the back for a while, kind of baiting them there, and now he knows it's time to push forward. Marceau dropping torps down towards the Ohio. Ohio's probably going to take potentially one. I think he might miss it though. Think skinny, be skinny. Think fast, be fast. Not. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. There we go. He's going to turn back in right now. He's going to watch those torps coming from the Marceau. He's going to be focusing fire on the Ohio. The Marceau is going to be spotted right now, though. They'll focus fire on the Marceau. We might potentially see the Fall of Faith. They did have the upper hand right now. No one's on Alpha. There's 5 minutes left in the game. There's 848 points to 800. Marceau, correction, the VOR team do need to get another kill, though. I do believe to be able to secure this, even given the 4 minutes and 49 seconds left. Oh, man, they're just pushing right now. See, they know they've given away Charlie. They've moved away. They've kind of baited them in. So that way they only get one cap over the right-hand side there with Faith. Looks like the Ohio is going to be gunned down. The torpedoes downrange for that Ohio. Ohio will take one on the nose. Marceau just hiding behind the Ohio now. Z52 might have committed a little bit too much. There goes the Ohio. Now it's 445 to 140. Bravo has been capped. Alpha has been capped. 1 minute 37 seconds until VOR now wins this game. This game has been a bit of a seesaw.
All right, so yeah, the VOR Des Moines being able to cap A, push all the way through the back there. Looks like he's trying to take shots now on the Faith Marceau. The Faith Z52 is going to want to get out of there. He does not want to get hit by a stray shot right now. Does not have the health for it.
Good rounds coming down towards that Ohio. Oh, wow, massive shots. Massive shots. Fourth Chronicles might be done here. The Stalingrad, good shots. Same with the Worcester. Ohio will be taken down right now. 55 seconds in total. This will bump it up to about 1 minute 20. He needs one more good round on that Marceau. Doesn't matter. He will be taken down regardless. 120 left.
Clawing.
He survived longer than I thought he would. How has he survived this long? How has he survived this long? Wow, he had 120 HP left. He had a fire. He DCP'd immediately before he took any damage. And now he's up to 7,000 HP. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a good game, this one.
As you said before, VOR will just keep clawing their way back in there.
And
986.
And this will be a
Almost
win
done.
for VOR. Z52 done. And just as Major cues it, that is a win for VOR, making VOR the winners for this one for game number 1. Congratulations, VOR. What do you think about that one, Major?
That was fucking awesome, honestly. Yeah, it went from one side to the other side so many times. You just couldn't pick it right until the very end. And even then, the points were that close. If they lost that Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I mean, I still think they would have won by time, but it would have given them an opportunity to be able to push through. Even with that Z52, would have felt a little bit more comfortable pushing forward. But yeah, that Ohio, with that push on that Mossfa on the right-hand side there near Alpha, and then he took out the Mossfa, pushed forward, and then he took a lot of rounds from the Stally. So I have to really give it up to the player of the game, in my point of view there. That Stally that did that massive shot on the Ohio. But if I was thinking about the winners, I'd have to say that last-minute push from Fourth Chronicles there to stay at the back. Not really doing a whole heap other than taking some damage and kind of just being more of a hindrance, noting that they can't push around. Awesome job to VOR. Literally ditched the Charlie cap at the last minute and just said, we're not having it. We're pushing straight back into Bravo and we're making Alpha our own. So, yeah, fair play to VOR, but also awesome game to Faith. That's probably one of the best games I've seen in King of the Seas thus far. I saw some really good ones in Verizon, but that was a good game. I really liked that. That was competitive. It was fast-paced. It was action-packed. There was a lot of ships lost in the end. It took 13 minutes or 11 and a half minutes, rather, to see the first ship be taken down. But, I mean, that Z52, I think after about 5 minutes, had like 1,000 HP left. That's it.
Yeah.
It stayed alive the whole time until the end. The last ship to die. But nonetheless, ladies and gents, I hope you like that game. I think that's going to be my first uploaded game to YouTube, if I'm honest there, Major. I'm going to have to clip that one and chuck it up. But again, ladies and gents, we do have to wait right now for the teams to get resettled. The next map will be Loop. And remember, jump into the Discord channel. Saying, hello, Daddy. It is Gus Bus in the background, my son. So we'll quickly go visit him in the break here. But ladies and gents, next map will be Loop. Jump into Major Rage's channel, jump into my channel, and yeah, make sure you enter the giveaways, legends. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on the other side.